Welcome to the second video of section 3. In this video, we are going to take a look at Windows and OS X, that is Mac application for Flipper Zero. If you are on desktop or on OS X, that is if you have a Windows system or a Linux system or a OS X system, desktop application for Flipper Zero is available on their official website. Let's take a look at how to install it. Now the official website is flipperzero.1. Once you come to the website, this is how the user interface will look. If you are new to Flipper Zero, I would personally recommend you to click on the docs option available on the website. If you click on the docs, you will be taken to a directory where you can see the default firmware documentation of Flipper Zero. Since in this video we are going to take a look at desktop application for Flipper Zero. To download the desktop application, click on the download button. Once you click on download, you will be taken to a website where you will be asked to update the firmware. The first and the most important thing to do is to update the firmware. Once you come to the website, if you scroll down a bit, there is a firmware resource available. In case if you are a developer, you can have a look at the GitHub profile or download the application SDK to create custom firmwares. In this video, we are going to take a look at the desktop application for Flipper Zero. If you go to the download section, scroll down a bit, you will notice that you can see a download button. Depending on the operating system that you are using, you can download the firmware for your particular application or operating system. The name of the application is QFlipper. Now first we'll start by installing QFlipper. The installation process is quite simple. Just select all the drivers, click on next and click on install. Right now I'm using Windows and it is compatible with Mac OS. Let's take a look at the Mac OS operating system. Flipper Zero application. Flipper Zero is really simple, and if we look at the body of the Flipper Zero, it is made of hard plastic. There are some indications behind it, and on the top we have the GPIO pins. Now the same pins can be accessed on Raspberry Pi. On the left we have the infrared, below we have a SD card slot, and in the front we have a display with buttons. On the right we have the charging port, and that's how the Flipper Zero looks. I have also purchased an add-on for Flipper Zero which adds a Wi-Fi capability, and in the course we are going to use it. Coming back to the desktop application. Desktop version can be connected with official USB. I would recommend you to use the official USB because of the programming. So you just have to plug the USB, and now let's head over to the desktop and let's see the user interface of the application. Desktop application supports a wired connection. If you want to use the Flipper Zero on the go, you can switch to the Android or mobile application for iOS device. If we talk about the user interface, once you connect the device, you will be able to see the firmware. If you have an update, there will be an option to update the firmware. If you click on install from file, you will be able to install a custom firmware. We'll take a look at some custom firmwares in the later part of the video. If you go to the setting button, you will be able to switch between released and other firmware. You can also erase or update application, and once you click on the extend button, you will notice that you will be able to use the Flipper Zero remotely directly from the desktop. This makes it easy to use it. If you click on the log button, you will be able to see the logs, and on the right hand side we have some other options. Flipper Zero user interface for desktop application Flipper Zero application is really simple, and if there are updates, I'd recommend you to install the updates first. You can charge the device with the same USB cable, and it is highly recommended to use the official USB cable that comes with the Flipper Zero. In the next few videos, we are going to take a look at the firmware, the custom firmwares that are available, and we will also take a look at the firmwares and the options that are available, and in detail we'll take a look at it. So for example, you can use the Depstock application to navigate, and the same thing will happen in the Flipper Zero. In the next few videos, we will also take a look at other features that are available in custom firmware, and in the next videos we are going to use all the features that are available in the firmware, and we are going to perform various attacks practically and demonstrate penetration testing with Flipper Zero.